Hey, good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Test, test, test. Hey, we will be with you in just 7 minutes. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to say good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. It's 8 a.m. on the East Coast, Monday morning. This is it. This is the week. 5 of them, 5 days. Count them. And then you usher right into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday will be Christmas. Today is December 17th. December 17th. Are we 3 days away from the shutdown? Or is it the 21st, 4? Which one is it? Who knows? Folks, I'm your host, BKP. Welcome this morning. It's interesting, Josh. We need to write down 1217 programming. These clips we will come back to later. There's something about today says we will use this show again in the future, and it'll be Back to the Future, 1982, 84 when that movie came out? I don't know. So we will be looking back on this day. Now, let me just say this. This will be the last full week of broadcasting for our show until the first of the year. Friday will be our last live show, Circuit World, the All-Star panel. Everybody will be there wearing their Christmas sweaters and maybe singing Christmas carols. You never know. But that will be our final show of the year live. Monday's New Year's Eve. Boy, I got to back up. I mean, I'm having a Rudy Giuliani moment in his interview yesterday. 2 of them. Anyhow, Friday will be the last live show. Monday will be Christmas Eve, the 24th. Tuesday, Christmas. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Team FYN Sports takes over the whole show and starts broadcasting at 9 a.m. the Christmas Clash of Blue Ridge, Fan and Park and Rec, Blue Ridge, Georgia, Christmas Clash. That starts Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then it'll be Saturday, Sunday again. And then it'll be New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day. There you go. That's the whole calendar. All right, Josh, 8:02 in the morning. Let's see, what do we go for right out of the box? Obamacare is gone, okay? Obamacare, the judge said Obamacare is wrong. Let's start with this because there's another question. There's a couple things I want to cover today. I received an email from a loving, adoring fan that said Friday, my comments were a real downer. Real downer. If you've already decided and want to tell your audience that the next 2 years will be awful in relation to Trump, then why should any of us fight to make it better? So we're going to address what I said Friday. As usual, I'm ahead of the curve. I know I sound bleak. That was the word of the day, bleak. I know I made the outcome sound bleak, the future sound dreary. Am I the one writing the damn articles that say that you're in a recession? Wake up this morning, you're in a recession, America. Am I the one writing those articles? Am I the one writing the articles that say consumer confidence is down? Am I the one writing those articles? Am I the one writing the articles that polls say Americans have decided the economy will be worse in 2019? I'm not writing those articles, folks. And I don't like to have to bring that to you. I am just telling you the determination to end this president is at its highest pitch fever. I mean, it's the highest it can get. Saturday Night Live asked him nicely to leave. They think if the heat is so hot in the kitchen, he will run back for the gold elevator doors at Trump Tower. Am I the one doing that? No. I'm not. But I'm the one that has to tell you what's happening on a daily basis. And I think my quote the other day that fired things up and started things out is, Bruce was saying on the panel, I will believe it when I see it, I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Whatever, okay? Hey, man, when I see it, I'll believe it, okay? All right? And I said I switched it up to you ain't seen nothing yet. That's my opinion. I'm going to stay with that. All right. So that being said, let's start with Obamacare. Now, I for one believe, was it the Truman Show where they wrote his whole life? Was that the movie, The Truman Show, where they wrote the guy's whole entire life? Right? And he did not realize he was living in a show? That's it, right? So I'm for one believe they write our script on a daily basis to move our lives along within the Truman Show of the acts they have. Now, you're going to tell me, now this is interesting. Let's go to 23, okay? And number 23. This is Nancy Pelosi getting ready to say to Paul Ryan, give me that damn gavel. And give me that damn gavel now. You ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Nancy said, give me that gavel. And here's my little joke here. Give me number 24 and let's leave that up. There's Paul Ryan pointing, saying, I could see Obamacare right back in your future. It's like Yogi Berra said, it's deja vu all over again. Is it deja vu all over again? Now, a judge, now wait a minute, we're gonna rope this all together. We're gonna try to rope this together. So they pass Obamacare, we know, you know, I know, the American people know it's unconstitutional. We know that, okay? We know we can't force anybody to pay something and to buy something. The government constitutionally cannot force you to buy anything, okay? They can't force you to buy anything. So at first, it was not a tax. So it was not a tax. The Obama administration said it's not a tax. They sold it as not a tax. Bart Stupak got a letter, went back to Michigan. It's not a tax, okay? It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You just have to open the bread, get all the way down in the center of the loaf to find out what that slice is like. And that lady right there said, we have to pass it to know what's in it, right? But it passes. You and I know it's unconstitutional because it has a mandate. And what they did with Kathleen Sebelius, all right, Kathleen Sebelius was HHS secretary at that time. They put all kinds of triggers, and they put an enormous amount of power on the HHS secretary's desk, and they put triggers in, and they moved some things down as it went, even the individual mandate, they moved that down. And then it finally got to the Supreme Court. Now, for those of us that have that love-hate relationship with John Roberts, on Monday we want to think he is the Chief Justice of a 5-4 conservative court, and then on Tuesday we don't know what the hell he will do. So Chief Justice Roberts, and let's talk about what the judge did in Texas, okay? Just chill out here for a minute. They struck down Obamacare, okay? So John Roberts says, hey, it is constitutional because the federal government has a right to tax. And what is in here is a tax, okay? All right? So he considered it a tax. Now a T-A-X, tax, not an attack, okay? Sorry about that. But he considered it a T-A-X on the American people. The government, constitutionally, by the Constitution, and all the powers invested in me, have the right to levy a tax on the people, okay? So Obamacare is legal at this time. All right, let's fast forward. So Republicans vote to repeal it 99 times. That's just a joke, 99 bottles of beer on a wall. And they know it's not getting repealed, but they promise they will repeal it, okay? The Republicans, I don't know if they will be able to handle to put this in the package that they really should use, all right? So they say they will repeal it. I, for one, and many of us, rebuke the Republicans. Hey, you did not repeal Obamacare, all right? Why they did not sell this, I don't know. This is very confusing with Republicans. So when they passed a new tax law, they repealed the individual mandate. Now, the government has a right to write tax law and to change the tax law. The congressional body there of the Senate and the House have the right to write new tax law. And they can do it. All the powers invested in them allow them to levy a tax on you. So they did that. They wrote the new tax law. All right? And in the new tax law, they repealed the individual mandate. Now, what was the individual mandate? The individual mandate was the tax, according to John Roberts in the Supreme Court, that made Obamacare legal. Remember? So did Republicans know when they repealed that individual mandate, wrote the new tax law, and that finally hit a judge's desk, on federal judge's desk, that Obamacare would be repealed and considered unconstitutional and against the law? Did they know that? Or did they know they couldn't put nothing in place in time? Did they know it would be did they feel it would be a bigger scare to the electorate out there if you knew Obamacare was dead? It was just waiting for that judge's desk. Now, my interesting thing is, why did it find a judge's desk? You may say it's just coincidence. Why did it find a judge's desk not 4 weeks after an election? What if a judge would have ruled Obamacare is unconstitutional? All right? What if a judge would have ruled Obamacare is unconstitutional just 6 weeks ago? Now, I know what you're saying out there. Well, wait a minute. You're not looking at when he got it to his desk. You're not looking at the timeline on it, when it went up, when it was on the calendar. All right, it's irrelevant. Just what if the judge would have said Obamacare was unconstitutional 6 weeks ago? Just 6 weeks ago. It's let's see. It's December 17th. What if the last week of October we would have found out that Obamacare was unconstitutional and was against the law, and that we would have been able to campaign on, we told you it was unconstitutional, we told you it'd never stand up in court, we told you one day this would happen, and we are the ones that can fix it. We're the ones that can make health care what you want it to be. We're the ones, send us to do the job. What if? What if that possibility was all out there and Republicans could have said, we told you the truth all along. We absolutely told you the truth all along. It was unconstitutional. So anyhow, all right, well, wait a minute. What if? A lot of what ifs, all right? So we know all that. So the day, did Republicans know all along that they really had repealed Obamacare? Did they? That as soon as that hit that judge's desk, unconstitutional? Because you and I knew it was unconstitutional. We've known all along it was unconstitutional. We're not shocked. You and I are not shocked this morning that a federal judge, without the mandate, because remember, Chief Justice Roberts, the mandate is what made it, according to Chief Justice Roberts, legal, because it was a tax and the government had the right to levy a tax. Right? In that same vein, the government has the right to rewrite tax law. They do. They absolutely do. And they did, and they removed the individual mandate. It's no longer tax law anymore. Okay? So by that being said, it's no longer in there, which makes it unconstitutional. So let's fast forward. I'm just asking you, is it a coincidence that this lady Nancy Pelosi gets round 2 of Obamacare? Is it a coincidence that it goes to the Supreme Court of the United States and it's upheld that it's unconstitutional because there's no mandate anymore? And that's what Roberts hinged on, was that mandate, right? We know that. Is it possible this runs to the Supreme Court? What did Yogi Berra say? It's like deja vu all over again. So is it possible? There's Paul Ryan saying, I see the exit, my ass is out of here, all right? I've been the not even a moderate, I've not even been a good moderate speaker. I've not done anything really that I should be proud of. I'm serious, folks. I mean, he's out the door. Boehner's out the door. When is the last Republican Speaker of the House that we can be proud of, whether you like it or not? And I'm going to say Newt Gingrich, all right? Newt was the last guy, and, even he had bada bing, bada boom, couldn't keep the train on the track just long enough to complete everything. But that being said, moving right along, Nancy, is it coincidence that Nancy gets the second shot? Are you telling me that Nancy Pelosi, remember they were walking up on the hill, her and Steny Hoyer and Clyburn and and Elijah Cummings and Jerry Nadler, almost every one of the same characters are there. Is it me or the lady that said you got to pass it to see what's in it? Is it me or the lady, the same woman, Speaker of the House, that threw the gavel down and considered Obamacare law of the land? Is it me or is it going to go back to her? Is it like Yogi Berra said, is this deja vu all over again? Are we looking at next year Nancy Pelosi and a Democrat House putting together a health care bill to send to Trump? I don't know. What a way to start Monday, to think deja vu, Nancy Pelosi. If anybody would have ever told me after she finished Obamacare that it would make the circle all the way around, and when it got back to Washington, D.C., what do we do now? Do we go full throttle Medicaid for all? What do we do now? Do we do a conservative? There's no way. If the Democrats won't build a damn wall, folks, they ain't no way they're going to allow competition across state lines. They're not going to negotiate here. So are they going to use this to manipulate the 2020 election? I don't know. Just saying. This deja vu all over again. Nancy gets the gavel, and she gets Obamacare back on the floor of a Democrat House where it started. It's the weirdest thing. It's just like, I don't know. I've seen this show before somewhere. The Truman Show, where they write our life in a day to day. If Trump would just leave, if he would just leave. See, even Trump gets it. What I'm saying Friday, Trump gets it. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Giuliani, right? He did the interview, and they are talking like, whoa, Giuliani was all over the board, right? They're saying, so I think somebody said, Giuliani, that Rudy Giuliani Sunday, he was like a monkey without a diaper. He was just throwing feces all over the wall to see what would stick. Wow, all over the place. Why did Michael Cohen flip? Why did he flip? I mean, he could have got a presidential pardon. He took 3 years. I have my opinion of that, and then we'll look at some of the other things that are going on. Donald Trump's been tweeting like a madman. We will read them. I'm your host, BKP. Hey, I'm just bringing it to you like it is. The Trumpster's doing the fighting. Is he alone, or are you going to help him do the fighting? Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance, going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Impact Designs and Creations just made Christmas shopping season a little bit easier. Now's the time to place your orders. This season, the featured items are Christmas tree ornaments, customized t-shirts and pet gear, cups, personalized ornaments, fan gear, and more. Stop by and do some one-stop shopping located at 307 Cleveland Street, Suite A in Blairsville, Georgia. Call 706-400-5674. Impact Design and Creations, making everyone's Christmas wish come true.
Hey folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now this is going to be a different segment here, Josh, because the first one is Obamacare. This one is Michael Cohen, okay? And we may not do the entire segment on Michael Cohen, but this one's going to be Michael Cohen and why I think he flipped. Now, I'll bring it up in a minute, but let's tell people how to comment. 706-889-9700. It is right here. I can see it right in front of me. It will light up so you can tell me you agree, disagree, whatever you want to say. 706-889-9700. And that's our 24/7 news hotline. And there's our email chief. Hey, I want to tell you how much I appreciate the email I received from Louisiana. Down there where you have been following everything on the murder in Fannin County, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate your email last night. If you are watching, I know you watched the other day, the show down there in Louisiana, but you were able to see all the social media ways and to send me an email. Now, I felt that your statements on the show were pretty bleak. Okay? I felt that your statements on the show Friday were pretty bleak. We need you and commentators like you to give us a reason to believe we can win. First of all, let me be very clear. Let me look in the camera and be very clear. I have not lost 1 ounce. Well, not physically. Obviously, you can see that. Let's enough on the fat jokes, okay? But I have not wavered in any way whatsoever of my support for the President of the United States. None whatsoever. That's a promise. Do I think he needs to serve 6 more years? Not in prison. Many of you might think. No, I don't mean serve 6 years in prison. But I do think he needs to be the President of the United States and be reelected. I think you want to talk about bleak, I think it's the only hope we have. But we know we're reaching a climax, that 2-year point in the presidency, where they are determined this never happens again. All right? Now, the President of the United States put out a tweet, and we'll get back into it, but I want to go into Michael Cohen real quick. Okay. Let's go to number 1. This is what this show is about. And let me explain that to you. Sometimes I get into an opportunity where I go down and I work days on a subject, and I've done that, okay? We've done foreign policy. We've done different things that we broke down the subject. But the core thing that I enjoy doing to bring to you is to study the media. That's the core thing that I do, all right? I watched all the morning shows yesterday. My wife will tell you every Sunday, all right, I go outside and I start in the morning and I watch them all, and I make notes, and I look at the direction they're trying to lay out for the week. Then I get up at 4 a.m., I watch CNN, NBC, Fox, okay? Fox is comfort food for conservatives. I'm not saying they're bad, but, they're ratings driven, okay? So they want conservatives to run over there to feel good. Not to upset conservatives, but that's your safe place. Like a college campus for snowflakes want a safe place, okay? That's where conservatives go, Fox, to get their little safe place. Now, don't get mad at me. I'm not anti-Fox, all right? But what I do on a daily basis is watch the media run and carry the water all through the election. If we go through the election, everything that happened in that election, the media carried that water, moved the mantle, did everything they could. All right? I would bring it every day. Bleak is not me. Bleak is the collusion of the media carrying the water for the deep state that is taking place in front of your eyes, that I'm hoping that what we can translate bleak and what we could translate that, I was not, I didn't sound very optimistic, was peeling something away. Now, this individual that sent the email is not necessary to peel away. This individual is really probably not necessary to get riled up. But I hope that the peel away from your eyes of what's going on, oh no, what they've said for 2 years that they're trying to do to this guy, all right, and get you worked up is there. Donald Trump said in his own words, the real scandal is the one-sided coverage. Every day here, every day. Thank you, Mr. President. I know you've been watching the show. The real scandal is the one-sided coverage, hour by hour. It's nonstop. Nonstop. They are in collusion with the deep state of networks like NBC and Democrat spin machines like Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live did It's a Wonderful Life and showed Donald Trump, okay, showed Donald Trump as if he would have never become president. How successful Kellyanne would be, how successful Sarah Huckabee Sanders would be, Kavanaugh, Brett Kavanaugh wouldn't be on the Supreme Court. How great it would be. What are all those people? What's on all those people's faces? He said, Donald Trump said, why, there are smiles, sir, because you were not elected. You see, there's no other comparisons. If back away. They want you to believe that if these two women that Michael Cohen, all right, said he paid off, if these two women would have been exposed, no pun intended, they have exposed themselves many a times. Boy, I'm just stepping right in. If these women would have been exposed in a whole different manner than usual, not as a Playboy centerfold or a dancer swinging around a pole, if they would have been exposed to be in a relationship with the President of the United States, or then Donald Trump, candidate Donald Trump, he would not have won. He wouldn't have, is what they want you to believe. And on Saturday night, they're trying to say, look, live, they're trying to say Saturday Night Live, Mr. President, go home. You're not catching on. You're not catching on. Go home. He doesn't catch on is what they're saying. Go home. You're really not the president. You're not a legitimate president. And that's the bottom line. That's what they're trying to say. They're not saying that, there's nobody ever saying that if the DNC server would have been produced, if we would have found the 33,000 emails, if we would have exposed the collusion between Hillary and the dossier before the election, no, there's no discussing on whether maybe Donald Trump would have won Minnesota also, okay? Or maybe he would have won a different state, pick it also. But no, the collusion with the non-witch hunt collusion with the Russians, okay? So the real scandal is one-sided coverage hour by hour of networks like NBC, Democrat spin machines like Saturday Night Live. It is all nothing less than unfair news coverage and Dem commercials. It's the bottom line. Now, I watched, let me ask you a question, because, you don't have to. I do that. Just like you said, as a commentator, you want me to bring things. I got up at 3:30 this morning, and at 4 a.m., I watched Christine Roma and David Briggs grin. That little piece of garbage? He grins and laughs every time he gets to read a anti-Trump report on CNN, and I watched Fox bring in the morning, and then at 5 o'clock, I watch NBC. I'm going to show you right here. And I watch it all the way up sometimes to 7 o'clock. Morning Joe, sometimes I can take for an hour. Sometimes I can't take 20 minutes of it. Not one word, folks, of Robert Mueller's team there resetting Peter Strzok and Lisa Page's iPhones. Let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to do the phone reset? Yeah, do the master reset. All right. Now, that won't hurt the stuff. No, it won't hurt a thing. Do the master reset. So I'm going to do the master reset. Okay, there it is. Boom. Wiped clean. Clean as beach blit. Bit. For wiping servers clean. Boom. Master reset. Good. Hey, can you get me those Strzok text? I sure can. Or they're gone. Not one word. Now, the President of the United States is being taken, he is being blistered in the media for going after them, okay? Dictatorship. 3 hours this morning. Now, maybe on Fox they throw a little in. Why? Because that's where conservatives go for comfort food. All right, that's where they got fries. They got fries there, okay? And you want fries. When you feel down and out, you want to run in and get fries, okay? And that's Fox. So they may have mentioned it, but you're not going to hear it on ABC, CBS, CNN, none of the 30-second. So if you're going down the road this morning and you're listening to the news, and you listen to your radio, and and next is the phrase that pays. And if you come in with the third song, if you can name this next song, and you're the 12th caller with the phrase that pays, and you're more interested in that, you can win $200 of Christmas cash. There's more people excited about getting the phrase that pays on a radio station than being the 8th caller. Top of the hour. It's the ABC News, top of the hour. 17 Trump investigations are going on by the same time, at the same place, with the same guy, Donald Trump. 69% of American people say Donald Trump lies about Russia. Only 38% of the people say they would vote for the president again. Now back to your DJ. Okay, we're back to the phrase that pays. Nowhere on the top of the hour are you going to hear anywhere or any bites. Hey, here it is. ABC News, top of the hour. Just in, you remember the guy and the lady that said they wanted an insurance policy against Donald Trump? Well, the Mueller investigation team accidentally did a master reset on their telephones and wiped out 19,000 of their text messages. Now, moving right along. No. Nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. Do you hear that? Sorry about that, folks. Nowhere. Nowhere do you hear Comey went and met with Obama 2 weeks before inauguration. Nowhere do you hear all the layout of what they were doing right up to the point of the inauguration. Nowhere do you hear that they were possibly looking to try to get the Supreme Court to deem him the illegitimate president and stop the inauguration. No, you don't hear that. But Donald Trump is telling you, less than unfair news coverage and Dem commercials should be tested in court, can't be legal, only defame and belittle. What's collusion? The question mark collusion? I bring that to you every single day. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, would you vote for Trump's re-election? 38%. Definitely or probably. 38%. Now, the good news in that was the 38% that said definitely and probably the first time. So I've always said on the show, if he gets 38%, but Definitely or probably not is as high as 52%. Yeah, what time is that? 3:01 a.m. That means 5 o'clock in the morning. They're coming right out of the box. Number 3. The Washington Post, mounting legal threats surround president. Surround. Do you understand? Surround. Mounting legal threats surround Trump as nearly every organization he led is under investigation. Do you understand surround? Well, I don't know if you played Cowboys and Indians or if you were Wrangler Jane when you were little. But last I looked, surround is surrounded. I'm telling you, that's the message they just put out. Trump, you need to realize you're surrounded. I know you're looking at me and saying, is that what you get out of that? Yes. Yes. Trump, you're surrounded. That's the message. I'm not being bleak. I'm telling you the damn truth. It can never happen again. How dare you try to be president of the United States? How dare you attempt it? This can never happen again. Only a real politician that has spent his life, his or her life, in the political field. You did not go to the Carl Vinson School of Government over at UGA. How dare you? You didn't go to the school. You did not see the PowerPoint presentations. You were not groomed all the way through. What the hell does this mean? I'm going to tell you something. Now you get me all damn worked up, okay? Let me tell you something. And it's not a knock. It's every damn state in the United States. You go out and you can become the city council. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just a member of the city council. I'm going to run on lower taxes, picking up your garbage on time, and fixing the water leaks in town. I'm going to get this done, that done. I'm going to be your county commissioner. I'm going to roll back taxes. I'm going to put a star up to that bloated budget. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure we're a conservative county. And then what happens? You get hit with the tranquilizer. You get a shot in the ass with a dog tranquilizer. Because all these people run for these little offices and they're gung-ho and they're going to do this and that. But that's where they start their political career. Look at these guys. Go all the way back. Well, at one time he was mayor. At one time he was a state representative. 2 counties. He was state representative. He was a state rep in his state, and then he moved on and became representative. Because what happens? Now, in the state of Georgia, you go to the Carl Vinson. Look it up. Don't trust me, damn it. Look it up. You go to the Carl Vinson School of Government. No SH. You fill in the blanks. You go there. And then when you go there, you get more money. So if you become a commissioner in the state of Georgia, you get it costs $3,500, and then you get paid $1,200 a year because you're certified now. You came home with a ribbon, all right? But that's where they teach you not to get all worked up. And that's where they teach you how to filter through. Now, I swear to God, you need to listen to this, okay? That's where they teach you how to filter us, the people. They do a whole class on, hey, when the people come after you and say, you campaigned on this and you campaigned on that. All right, they teach you there. And then every year, go and look. I'm not knocking anybody. But go look, Brian Kemp. Look it up. Brian Kemp speaks at a leadership conference at the Carl Vinson School of Government in Athens. That's where all the newbies are. That's where all the indoctrination starts. For these, and they have different levels. If you've been elected to county commissioner, if you've been elected to state representative, state senator, no matter what the hell you are, they got the different classes to bring you along. You see, Trump never took the damn class. You're not catching on. He never took the classes. He never worked through. Let me tell you something, by the time somebody goes to Washington, D.C. as a member of the House, you're going to say, well, our representative was a Tea Party candidate, and he was never in government. And he just came out there and said, man, I'm running against the establishment, and that's what our representative is. Oh, would he happen to be like, let's say, Tom Graves? Is that who your candidate would be? Remember when he was a Tea Party man? And he was all the way, and he was in, and he was boom, boom, boom. Go look at how liberal Tom Graves is today. He's in. He took the damn classes. You got a choice. You better look at me right back as I look in the camera. If you get elected anything, you take the damn classes. If you don't take the damn classes, you're in trouble. And if you don't follow the rules, you're in trouble. So the man on the screen, mounting legal threats surround Trump's at nearly every organization. He won't take the classes. He's living under the illusion of common sense. I'm not bleak. Russia is winning, number 4. Number 4, you can look this up on Axios. Russia is winning. Read the article. I read the article. Go to Axios.com. Not right now, damn it, but in a minute or two. Go to Axios.com. Russia is winning. What did I tell you Friday? I said Putin's sitting there. What did I tell you? I told you this Friday and Monday morning. It's right here on your screen. And I'm the downer? Hell no, I'm just telling you the truth. The divide in this country. Russia's sitting back, and what I say, quote, this guy's sitting there every time you look at him with his SHU fill in the blank eating grin, right? And I had to apologize for it, but he's sitting there with his grin every time, man. He's got the Democrats over here, the Republicans over here, the Christians over here, the Muslims over here, the preachers over here, the transvestites over here, the rednecks over here, those with education, those without education, those with teeth, those with no teeth. Everybody's divided. The guy is winning. Number 5. One big thing, Russia is winning. And there's an article I'm going to bring up we're going to talk about in a minute. Okay? So what did they need at the border? Why, all they needed at this time was what? A kid to die. Number 8. I can't pronounce the kid's name. I mean, forget all the kids in America. Forget our kids. Forget the kids that are that have addicted, fentanyl-addicted parents, heroin in this country, opiate addiction. Forget our kids. Forget our kids that die. Forget our kids that are sick. This poor little girl got the flu. They needed this. This is all they were waiting for. This 7-year-old to die. Why, hell, we had a kid, we had the media down. I'm glad she posed for her picture. All right? It's terrible, right? Come on. We went down there, we had Trump. You know, if Trump would stop, Trump goes down there and he rips some kid from a mother's arms, and oh my God, and then they push the 8-month-old kid under the wall. Oh my God, they push him under the wall. Now, this is what we've been waiting for. We needed this kid to die. It's sickening. It's absolutely sickening in this country that we have a collusion of media that could not wait for this child to die. I'm sorry. Let's just keep this damn thing going, all right? Let's go to number 10. This is actually not my Michael Cohen. I'll have to rename this one, okay? We're going to get him in the next segment. Michael Cohen may testify to Congress again. Let's see. Incoming House Oversight Chair says he'd like to see Cohen in January. Wait a minute. I said you haven't seen nothing yet. Huh. And he wants to see Cohen in January. Why, they think that the President of the United States could be, what are they saying? He could be compromised. And the only way for us to know that he's not compromised, we need to see his Deutsche Bank records. Because Deutsche Bank is the #1 bank in the world, should be a commercial, that washes and launders Russian money, right? So we need to see the Deutsche Bank records for Trump. And we need to see his tax returns. Because Adam, piece of shiftless, okay, and the new ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee, Jerry Nadler, need to really know comfortable, and the American people need to know. You know, they keep coming on and say, It's the American people need to know if their president is compromised by the Russian government, and more things that are happening. Forget the Mueller investigation. We don't have the collusion. We need to know if he's compromised by the Russian government. I'm just telling you, I don't think you've seen nothing yet. And my hope is that the president of the United States is there for 6 more years. And this is the battle that we knew we were going to get into. We knew this battle was coming. We knew this battle was coming. We've said it day in and day out. We're in a war. I've got the tape. Let's go to another one here. Okay. Number 12. Giuliani in number 12. Giuliani in cleanup mode for Trump over the McDougal and the porn star there, Stormy Daniels. All right. Trying to discredit claim hush payments were campaign contributions, okay? What did I say Friday on the show? You would think, this is CNN, man. This is 2:04 in the morning. I mean, this is 2:04, meaning it's 5 a.m. I mean, this is right out of the box stuff. This is first thing on the list kind of stuff. This is what they think is top of the list. You would think these 2 women held nuclear codes for Russia or Kim Jong-un. You really would. You would think that they had control, that we captured the 2 women, or the 2 women that have control of nuclear submarines that Vladimir Putin is putting in Venezuela. He's opening a base. By the friggin' way, damn it, media, do you know Vladimir's putting a base in Venezuela, a permanent base? That could be like 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? That down in Venezuela, where when everything else fails and the whole thing and the socialist government collapses, instead of America coming in and taking over, hey, guess what? We're going to have a permanent military Russian base in Venezuela. Maybe that is the 5 o'clock. They treat these 2 women, all right, they treat these 2 women like they are the Russians maneuvering, tanks into place for an attack. Oh, by the way, let's just throw this in for good measure. Number 13, Stephen Miller. Okay. They brought out Stephen Miller, the little Jew. I love when they bring the little Jew out. I love the guy. I think he's great. I think they ought to bring the little Jew out more often. You know what really got me over the whole interview? Here's the whole thing, all right? I love it. I don't know. Am I the only one that picks up on this stuff? The little Jew comes, don't get mad at me. Damn it, he's Jewish, okay? So the little Jew comes up and he sits there, and the first thing he says to the lady is like, he says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And she has to, on CBS, on Face the Nation, she has to look back and say, Merry Christmas to you too. I'm shocked you're a Jew. I was looking for a happy Hanukkah. Or, hey, whatever. Mazel tov, right? But no, he says, Merry Christmas. The little Jew. I had to throw it in for measure. Here we go, number 14. Trump's inauguration fund and super PAC said to be scrutinized for illegal foreign donations. No, not the Hillary Clinton not the Clinton Foundation. No, not the Clinton Foundation that made some serious donations to the foundation as some things were going on and being approved while Secretary of State. No. Number 15, Attorney General, New Jersey Attorney General probes Trump. Way too much probing. I mean, I think we need to a little less on the probing stuff. New Jersey Attorney General probes Trump golf club after undocumented maids claim racially charged harassment threats. Undocumented maids, racially charged harassments. Racially charged, what would they call them? And then, NBC at 4:03 in the morning. No, this ain't collusion, right? No. Washington Post, you're surrounded. We got you. You're surrounded. All you got to do is hit Marine One. Throw up the peace sign like Nixon did. Do it like this. And I am not a crook. You don't have Trump to kick around anymore. So here is number, at 4:03 in the morning, you look, this is number 16, and we'll take it to break. Okay? Investigation into Trump. Investigations, plural, into Trump. Russia interference in the 2016 campaign and obstruction. Okay? Nothing. Hush money payments. All right? Inaugural committee spending. Trump's misuse of charity funds. Misuse of charity funds. Was that Trump or was that Hillary? Was that Trump or was that Bill? You got that? Let's see. Who's got that? Who's got that Clinton? Who's got that Clinton Foundation credit card? I'm running out of essential oils. Honey, give me 3 bottles of essential oils over there. Yeah, put it on this Clinton Foundation credit card. Honey, rub that on me real quick here. All right? And every time you do, just say, thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Hillary. That turns me on when you say, thank you, Hillary. Yeah, Trump's misuse of charity funds. I'll do some more Bill Clinton later. I don't know if it was any good or not, but I like it. Foreign payments and an emoluments clause. There's one you look up this afternoon, start studying. And defamation lawsuit over sexual harassment claims. There's just 6. So let's go here. There's an article I want you to read. Not right now. I tell you what, if you read it right now, I will be kicked, okay? But this is what they're doing. Now there's a website called Wired, W-I-R-E-D, Wired, okay? And you have to have a guy like me and Garrett M. Graff, okay, put out an article this morning at 5 a.m. And the article is a complete guide to all 17. It's a complete guide. I mean, it's not a minimal, it's not a little, it's a complete guide to all 17 known Trump and Russian investigations. Okay? And it goes down through here, and it starts with number 1, investigations by the special counsel, the Russian government's election attack. Okay? And then it's got number 2, WikiLeaks. Number 3, Middle Eastern influence. Hey, do you have, did you sign up for our frequent customer discount card? All you Saudi Arabians or little guys with towels on your head, did you? If you've got your discount cards, you can get 300 rooms at Trump Tower. 300 rooms, 20% off. But you got to use your discount card. Just saying. Saudis, Middle Eastern influence, buying up those heavy discounted hotel Trump Tower rooms or whatever, okay? 4, Paul Manafort's activities. You can read that one. The Trump Tower Moscow project. Other campaign and transition contacts. Other campaign and transition contacts with Russia. Just obstruction of justice, campaign conspiracy, investigations by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, campaign conspiracy, and Trump's organization finances, okay? Inauguration funding, Trump super PAC funding, foreign lobbying. Did I just sound like foreign lobbying? Did I just sound like the categories on Jeopardy? Did I? You can pick. Yeah. Maria Bartania, the NRA. That's the Russian woman. I can't pronounce it. Was a spy. The number 13. I'll have to try that one later. Turkish influence. Okay. The tax case. Investigations by the New York City and New York State and other state attorney generals, tax case. Let's say it's number 16, the Trump Foundation, state of New York. A monuments lawsuit, number 17. Mystery investigation underway by unknown office. There's a mystery. There's the mystery. There's the Daily Double. Can we do the sound? Here is the Daily Double, right? Mystery investigation underway by unknown office. Redacted case. A second redacted Flynn investigation could be one of the other investigations mentioned here, could represent another as yet unknown unfolding criminal case, or could be counterintelligence investigation that will never become public. I'm your host, BKP. Trump, what they're saying is if you will just leave, okay? What they're saying, and they say, folks, I know you Trump supporters, but what they try to tell you is Trump was running for president of the United States as the greatest branding exercise in the world. They're trying to tell you this morning that Trump was trying to pull off the greatest branding. If he would have just lost by like 2%, then it wouldn't have been a big blowout, and he wouldn't have looked bad, and you would have said, well, we knew Hillary was going to win, and you would have said we couldn't overcome the machine, and we would have had all the reasons why Trump didn't win, okay? He didn't win and just fell a little bit short. But the brand, the Trump brand, would be so powerful now, and they call it the greatest branding exercise to ever fail. That's what they're calling it. We got you surrounded. I don't think I'm bleak. I'm just bringing it to you, babe. Just bringing it to you. Keeping it real. And this is what happened when keeping it real goes wrong. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Days Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance. Going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Impact Designs and Creations just made Christmas shopping season a little bit easier. Now's the time to place your orders. This season, the featured items are Christmas tree ornaments, customized t-shirts and pet gear, cups, personalized ornaments, fan gear, and more. Stop by and do some one-stop shopping located at 307 Cleveland Street, Suite A in Blairsville, Georgia. Call 706-400-5674. Impact Design and Creations, making everyone's Christmas wish come true.
Hey, good morning. We're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You can always reach the show, 706-889-9700, and also chief at fetchernews.com. And that's the email and the phone number. And there are all the ways you can follow us on social media. Now, just a couple quick programming notes. Friday will be our last live broadcast of the year. Okay, we have 5 days. We're counting them down. You got Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday will be Christmas Eve. Tuesday will be Christmas Day. Excuse me, sorry about that. Tuesday will be Christmas Day, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and maybe Saturday, we don't know yet, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we have a takeover. FYN TV has been taken over, a hostile takeover by Team FYN Sports, because we will be broadcasting the Fannin County Blue Ridge Christmas Clash basketball tournament. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay. So that being said, this is our last week. Next week is basketball. It's like we're being preemptive for what what's the tennis tournament they preempt NBC broadcasting for all the time? Wimbledon. It's like Wimbledon, all right. So anyhow, and then we will be back the following week. So there you go. That is that. Now Friday will be the All-Star Political Panel. Hopefully all of our panelists will be there. And when we get all of our panelists there, they could break down and tell me what they think of some of my comments throughout the week. All right, Michael Cohen. Now, let's get to this, okay? I think this is it. Let's see. So, number 17, all right? Number 7, Michael Cohen. And I just want to put this out here because this is going to be, I want you to pay attention real close, Josh, because this is going to be one of those ones where it's not going to be a whole lot of coin toss here. It's going to be, I'm right or wrong. I'm not going to have a lot of gray area in this one. I will try to see how I could recover, reel it in, but I don't know if this is going to be just a clean right and wrong. So, let's paint the picture. Michael Cohen is Donald Trump's attorney. Now, stay with me, because this is like, what's the guy that's got the fuzzy hair that paints the picture? Bob Ross, right? Gonna put a couple trees over here, and we need some snow, a lot of snow, and we're gonna put birds, seagulls, right there. Okay, anyhow, so we're gonna paint a Bob Ross picture for you. And then we're going to see what we come up with. So if this is your first time in class, don't worry. No matter what your painting looks like when it's done, mine sucks already. So don't worry. I can't paint anything. I mean, I'm lucky to throw stick men, okay? Anyhow, there we go. Okay, let's get serious. So Michael Cohen. Now, Michael Cohen lives in New York City. Michael Cohen has a cushy life. Everybody's doing well. They're doing well. Nice Jewish family. You know, they're leaving early on work on Fridays. They work Sunday. The guy's got it made. He walks in and says, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump. And Trump says, Michael, you know, this over here, I'm busy. I'm trying to do this over here. Every damn day, Michael, there's 2 or 3 women. There's somebody who says I smacked them on the ass or something. Michael, can you take care of it, damn it? That's what I'm here for, Mr. Trump. You don't ask no questions, Mr. Trump. I got all this. I will take care of it, Mr. Trump. You go on and you do the business of the Trump Tower, Trump Organization. I will get rid of this. You got it? That's what I do for you, Mr. Trump. That's because I love you, Mr. Trump. That's what I do for you, Mr. Trump. I do that for you, Mr. Loyal. I'm loyal to you, Mr. Trump, no matter what. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Trump. Michael, could you get this off my desk? I'm opening envelopes, and, you know, some lady said I came through the airport last week and didn't look at her or something. She's suing me for $25. I got it, Mr. Trump. I'll take care of it. So, all right, so Michael Cohen is his attorney, personal attorney, I guess. The media likes the word fixer, okay? Now, they're upset that Trump uses rat. They're upset that Trump said flip. Well, they're saying, not upset, but they're drawing the parallel that a rat is somebody that flips, that gives the government facts on the corruption. So they're laughing at Trump that he doesn't even realize what he's saying, okay? But the reality is they're okaying with calling him the fixer. Every single time they refer to Michael Cohen, they refer to him as Donald Trump's fixer, okay? All right? So here's Donald Trump's tweet. Remember, Michael Cohen only became a rat after the FBI did something which was absolutely unthinkable and unheard of until the witch hunt was illegally started. They broke into an attorney's office. Why didn't they break into the DNC to get the server or Crooked's office, which we know Crooked Hillary must have run out of characters, all right? So let's look at this, okay? Number 22. So the walls close in. So why would Michael Cohen, and this is where I'm just saying, okay? Why would Michael Cohen? It does not matter what the government has on him. It does not matter what they got out of his office. It does not matter what it is, no matter what. Why does he run his mouth? Why? Why does he decide it's best that he talk to the government? Why? Mueller and his team. Why? Why doesn't he wait it out for a presidential pardon? Why not? Why not just be brought up in these charges, will not talk, let them beat him with a rubber hose? It doesn't matter. Why not wait for the presidential pardon? The presidential pardon. Why not wait for the presidential pardon? You have the President Donald Trump, the most powerful man in the world. Okay? Yes. Who can, by the stroke of a pen, say, Michael, thank you, okay? You're free to go. So why didn't he? Here's my opinion. Number one, forget all the broke into his office and the rat recorded the conference. Forget all that. I don't care about that right now, okay? Now, for years, Donald was surrounded most of the time by Democrats in New York City. It's very liberal Manhattan, Bloomberg type people, okay? So Donald Trump's lived in a much more liberal Democrat area of his life, surrounded by much more liberal Democrat people, all right? And, he supported Republicans, he supported Democrats, but everything more or less was to continue to push the Trump brand, is my opinion. But Cohen has always been, let's face the facts, in Manhattan. He's New York. He's a New York Jewish fella. We'll call him a Jewish fella. We won't just call him a Jewish fella, okay? Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But he's a Jewish attorney, okay, in New York, right, in Manhattan. Maybe Cohen has been around liberal lawyers and Manhattan liberals his whole entire life. Maybe he has. Maybe that's who Cohen really is, a Manhattan liberal, and maybe he doesn't sign on 100% to Donald Trump jumping on your side. Maybe he does not support the President of the United States wall. Maybe his friends don't support the wall. Maybe his friends don't support his Republican agenda. So one, let's look at it like this. Let's put Cohen in the category that he truly doesn't support Donald Trump after Donald Trump left the Trump organization. He liked it all. You're going to say, well, wait a minute, he was in the campaign. He was there all the way to this point. No. Let's just say first, let's just put him down as a Manhattan liberal that really doesn't like this guy right here, that really doesn't like you. Number one. Number two, he works with Mueller and them. So do you ever see on Facebook, now this is just my long shot, okay? I lead the league in going out on a limb, but pay attention. You ever see on Facebook or something where they show you this cabin in the woods? It's beautiful. It's absolutely the most beautiful place you've ever seen, or on an island, a beautiful home on an island. And it says, would you go without internet? Would you go without internet, TV, all communication and live here for 1 year if at the end of the year you were going to get $20 million, all right? It's all the time, all right? You see that all the time. So what if Cohen did not? And this is where I'm going to say this and I'm going to get away from it, okay? What if Cohen did not forgo a presidential pardon? Wait a minute. I know. I waited for you to say, but there's where you don't get your facts straight. Well, Cohen said he wouldn't take Donald Trump's pardon if he gave it to him now. Wouldn't take it. Not asking for it. You remember Cohen, right? Finds Lanny Davis. You do the research. He finds Lanny Davis. About the time he breaks and he decides He's going to forgo a Donald Trump, pay attention, presidential pardon, right? He finds Lanny Davis. Lanny, this is Hillary. Get your ass up there now, run interference with Cohen, and make the deal. You got it? Lanny, get up there now. This is Hillary. And run interference. My people are telling me to let you know that you need to go up, run interference, work things out. Michael Cohen finds Lanny Davis, all right? Michael Cohen trades in the possibility, because there was a point where he went to Congress and lied, supposedly for Trump, okay? There was a point he went and lied. There was a point he would die before he would turn on the Donald. What happened? He found Lanny Davis. It's almost like, finding Jesus for some. His Savior, Lanny Davis, swooped in. I know, you're upset. I know, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm just saying, I'm trying to bring the height of how big this is that Lanny Davis came in. And Michael Cohen found him, looked up, and he's praying. And next thing you know, Lanny Davis is there. All right? So he's working with Mueller. Lanny Davis comes into the picture. Next thing you know, he's indicted. 2 of the charges are for campaign finance violations that he pled guilty. And you wonder why would Michael Cohen plead guilty to campaign finance charges that are not illegal? Why would he plead guilty? He's smart enough to know that the 2 charges he pled guilty to are not even charges. They're not legal. There was no campaign finance contributions laws broken, okay? He knows that the 2 charges on there could have been handled through campaign finance committee and could have been a fine like Obama. Remember Obama? Everybody talks about, well, it was much different, Obama's campaign finance problems. Yes, they were finding campaign finance donations from people that didn't exist. That was the problem. They could not find these people. Here they're able to find the guy. And they're not so why he didn't opt for the campaign finance violation fine? Not plead to an indictment under a crime of these 2 counts. Why? Why did he do this? Did he do this? Did the deep state come in? And then after he goes to court, and this is number 1, this is guy 1 or whatever, this is number 1 told him to do it. After he goes to court, did he complete the deal he made with the deep state? That right after he went to court, he went straight to ABC and sit down with who else? George Stephanopoulos. That used to be Bill Clinton's chief of staff. I'm sorry, I got to rub my face here for a minute. Really? Used to be Bill Clinton's chief of staff. He immediately ran to ABC, sit down with George Stephanopoulos, and the last part of his deal, the deep state carrying the water, the media, the collusion, so they can have it all to run this weekend. And he will go to every network. I mean, he may even go on Larry King, or Larry King may dig him up so he can do Larry King. Right? He'll be on The View everywhere. He'll go, everybody started right there. They're carrying that water. So the deep state gets him. Boom. They pull him into a dark room. Hey, look, we got tapes. I don't give a damn. Donald's going to, I don't give a damn you got tapes. We got this. I don't care you got that. Why do I care? I'm going to get the pardon. Cohen got 3 years. I'm sorry, I just have to do this. I could be Looney Tunes right now. Cohen got 3 years. Went straight to day. He doesn't report till March. I mean, I always love these don't report. He doesn't have to go in till March. He's on the day. I got a break from this, okay? Did you picture when Cohen got 3 years, the judge gave 3 years, he's going in the pen and he's going to be over in the area with Big Paulie and the guys that are making spaghetti sauce, the guys, Big Paulie, he's going to bring in the bread. I'm just sorry. So he gets 3 years. I don't think he's forgoing a presidential pardon. I don't think so. I think he has 3 years for a reason. I think he got 3 years because Trump's got 2 more, and then the deep state's telling him that the new president will be in office about a year, and you'll get your pardon. Because the new president, all right, and I'm going to give you a number I want here, because I'm going to go to break. Now I give you this number, you got to be ready, okay? Because the new president will consider you a hero to the nation. The new president will consider you, and you will get the Medal of Honor, Freedom Medal or whatever of honor, that you saved our country from this evil right here, and the collapse, the democracy, the collapse and crumbling of our democracy. And so you go 2 years, Trump's got 2 years, and then in the 3rd year, judge lets you out, after, let's see, the new president's January, February. Let's wait for March. Let's give the new president 90 days, and then the judge lets you out because you've been pardoned by the new president, and then all of the gold that you were promised to just do everything that we asked you to do will then kick in. Maybe Cohen just did the 3 years. Maybe he's just going to do the 3 years because he thinks maybe he thinks it's the right thing to do. It's time to stop lying. He said it's time to stop. Maybe he thinks it's the right thing to do, and he's going to do the 3 years, and he's going to get out, and and then he's going to be, he's not going to have a law practice, and he's not going to be able to practice law, and he's, and you're going to go through a drive-through out there in Long Island somewhere, and he's going to ask you if you want fries. Maybe that's what he's going to do. Maybe he's just turned into an honest citizen, Maybe he is. Or maybe the next president, 3 years, he got 3 years. The next president, maybe 2 years he could do standing on his head. Because they're going to put him over there with Big Paulie, and they're going to have sausages, and they're going to have the gravy. They're going to make the gravy, and they're going to get the bread. Just say it. And then the 3rd year, number 6, the new president, the vanilla version, number 6. And there he is, Beto O'Rourke, the vanilla version. Barack Obama can treat him as the hero that saved this country from Donald Trump's 2nd term, can pardon him. So maybe Cohen did not forgo the presidential pardon. And maybe he could do 2 years standing on his head. And maybe when he gets out, the little leprechaun, he's not a leprechaun, but let's say it anyway, the little leprechaun can rush over and count his lucky charms all piled up in the corner of gold that the deep state paid. I don't know. I may have just said the craziest thing in the world. But I'll tell you what, if it ends up happening, this will be a day that, this will be a good day for me. I just have to wait. I have to look into the future. I'm going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Did Cohen pass up his presidential pardon or not? Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
The leaves aren't the only thing falling in Jasper. The prices are falling too at Déjà Chevrolet. Now during the model year end clearance, get huge savings up to $14,000 off Chevy Silverado Crew Cab and save up to $7,000 off new Chevy Cruze. The prices are falling on every 2018 Chevy in stock during the model year end clearance, going on now at Déjà Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead. Déjà Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Here's to 60 years of Pizza Hut, to original pan, to stuffed crust, and to the best of both. The new double cheesy crust pan pizza with stuffed crust cheese baked just inside the golden edge of original pan. Here for a limited time. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Impact Designs and Creations just made Christmas shopping season a little bit easier. Now's the time to place your orders. This season, the featured items are Christmas tree ornaments, customized t-shirts and pet gear, cups, personalized ornaments, fan gear, and more. Stop by and do some one-stop shopping located at 307 Cleveland Street, Suite A in Blairsville, Georgia. Call 706-400-5674. Impact Design and Creations, making everyone's Christmas wish come true.
Okay, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, these are all the ways. Now, wait, folks. Wait, easy. If you go to our Facebook page, find Team FYN Sports Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We will be live on the YouTube channel. And then we will be bringing it on FYN TV later today. So if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you should be able to get it immediately. But if you're watching on FYN TV at 10 o'clock, you don't want to miss, because we broadcast it on YouTube and Team FYN Sports and all the Facebook pages. Instant replay with Dave Garner. You don't want to miss this show. There's a couple things that's going to happen in this show, okay? And we should go blast this out now and make sure people know. North Carolina, Murphy, Cherokee County, Murphy Bulldogs state champions. Luther was there. He was on the sideline. I think he maybe even got in for a play, but he was there, and he's going to tell you everything about it. He's got interviews and everything. So it's Bulldog Day here on Instant Replay, so you want to check that out. Facebook only. Oh, yeah, Facebook only. Oh, Facebook only. All right, we'll run it on YouTube and FYN TV later. Okay, that's right, Facebook only. So second, Chris Parker. We got an interview. Luther did an interview with Chris Parker. I don't know how much they're playing of that interview this morning. Maybe some clips or a little bit of it. I don't know. But they may play the whole entire interview with Coach Parker. Second, they'll be bringing you a couple notes. I spoke to Coach Nelson, the new coach. We're talking about that. I spoke to him the other night. Give you a little note there. And an update on the Gilmer Bombcat coaching situation. We have one right here. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's get back to the last couple minutes we have. They don't have the votes, folks. They don't have the votes. That's what they are saying. So it doesn't matter. Pelosi said you don't have the votes. Okay? Number 7, border wall. The shutdown. That's our last subject of the day, the government shutdown. Now, senior Trump advisor Stephen Miller blames coyote for death of 7-year-old girl in U.S. custody. There never run stories about the coyotes that actually are paid to bring these people to the border. There's no stories on any deaths that take place during the caravan. No stories of any sickness or illness during the trip of the caravan or when the caravan reaches Tijuana or wherever it may be. But they found this 7-year-old. Now, border security, okay? Now, Nancy Pelosi, and then we'll come out this week and say Donald Trump wants to stop 7-year-old sick little girls from getting into our country and getting the health care they need that they can live. Instead, the little girl is dead. All right, so that's number 8. All right. So what do you want? Do you want a government shutdown at Christmas time? Now, Nancy Pelosi says Trump doesn't understand that people need their paychecks. I tell you what, I have seen, and I could be wrong, I have seen more support to shut this place down, this government. I have never seen this much support. Shut the thing down, okay? In fact, I think lawmakers should work for 90 days. Like is intended. They should go up. They should have a 90-day session. They should pass a budget. They should pass. But no, they want to make themselves worthy of being there. So they'll have 29,000 committees and 1,800 committees for appropriations and 12 committees to study something and another 82 committees to investigate. Because they need to be found worthy of their existence. I'll tell you how worthy of their existence we feel they are. Is the support is shut the thing down. But what did they do? Just in time for a shutdown. You got families. Now they're going to find the families. NBC, ABC, they were all out finding families. This Sunday, if the government shuts down for 48 hours, you will have them this Sunday on the show where they find somebody that doesn't have no Christmas at all. And they had to get somebody to start bringing in Christmas presents. So poor little Billy and poor little Janie could get a Barbie. You know, Billy or Janie can have the Barbie. I tell you what, the Easy Bake Oven, I'm not going to get in a fight if it's boy or girl. Easy Bake Oven is a transgender toy. That's just all there is to it. I'm not getting in the argument. But they're gonna find the family Sunday. And they're going to show you how many families are hurting because of Donald Trump. And then they're going to say he needs funding to keep 7-year-old little girls out of this country, to build a wall to keep that little girl out so she can get health care that she needs and they lack in Honduras so she can live. Just saying. Now, trying to see if there's anything I've not used this morning. So, they don't have the votes. Please remember, all of the House of Representatives, members of the House that retired, went home. If your House member retired 3 months ago, they haven't showed up for a vote. I mean, if your House member retired last year and said they're not running for re-election, they haven't showed up for a vote in 3 months. Sadly enough, Nancy Pelosi may be on to something that they can't get enough Republicans to go back and vote. Can't get enough to go vote. They all want to go home Friday. They're not going to show up. They won't show up to vote. Just saying. $5 billion, border security, all right? He doesn't have the vote. Couple quick things I would like you to look at before tomorrow. All right, this is some of your homework. We're getting down to that part of the show. I've got 5 minutes, all right? I promise you, let me just say this, okay? And let me go back to the opening of my email I received, okay? I'm not telling you the next 2 years will be awful in relation to Donald Trump. I'm telling you that every day when I come here, I try to tell you the collusion. The president tweeted it out himself, not me. The collusion in the media, the collusion with Mueller, okay? If they're going to break into an attorney's office, why didn't they break into Crooked Hillary's, the DNC? Well, let's see, deja vu all over again. I think that's what Watergate was all about, breaking into the DNC, the Watergate Nixon. But anyhow, I'm not the one that's going to make it that way for the next 2 years. They are trying everything in the world. It was supposed to never happen. And they are determined it never happens again. Never again. And they are determined that they put anybody out there within my voice today that's worldwide, anybody out there that thinks that they could step up and serve their country. If I thought tomorrow I could serve my country and be president of the United States of America and do right by the American people, How dare you? Don't try it. Don't try this at home, kids. So not only did Donald Trump win, not only did Donald Trump going through what he's going through, they're determined that you never think about it. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you think the next 2 years, if you think Trump gets elected in 6 years down the road, if you think 8 years that Donald Trump can turn this aircraft carrier around, you are badly mistaken. You already have to have a plan to reelect Trump. You already have to have a plan for who's next after Trump to keep it going. Anyhow, as far as bleak, I'm not trying to be bleak. That's my promise. Trying to be realistic, you read the president's tweets. They're not mine. Because let me tell you something, all right? Let me see. I'm going to get the one I want here. Oh, by the way, Billy Crystal, let's see, Billy Crystal, what was the, Billy Crystal, Bill Crystal, not Billy. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Billy's different. Bill Crystal's Weekly Standard. Sorry that it had to end that way, Bill. Let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? I know it's here somewhere. Jeff Sessions should be ashamed of himself for allowing Mueller hoax to get started in the first place. Jeff Sessions, former Republican, former senator, went to all the classes. Okay. Oh, it appears Strzok was kept on special counsel to replace missing January Flynn's 302 report. We needed to go into that. Don't have exactly the time. Deep state crooks Mueller took down Strzok's 302 report after Strzok was caught in text message plotting against Trump. Okay, there's one we didn't get a chance to go into very deeply this morning that I want to make sure we have here. This is one you want to look at. Trump's top officials in Obama's FBI and DOJ worked Sundays and overtime to plot against and frame incoming President Trump. Comey was there 2 weeks in advance. They laid it all out. Comey's back on the Hill today. Nobody's talking about that. Comey can remember Big Ben's clock. You remember the story? I went into the White House. I stood there. And Priebus left. I looked over and I saw the big clock on the wall. I mean, he had it right down to the detail of what time, where the hands were on the clock that day that him and Trump sat down and Trump supposedly asked him. He rushed to the car and wrote a memo immediately, all right, that he released to who? Neither here nor there. But then last week he couldn't remember, couldn't recall, couldn't say, I don't know how many times. He's on Capitol Hill. 2 weeks. Do you realize, you need to research this, do you realize that Trump's inauguration, there was an attempt to find him as an illegitimate president just hours, just 2 days. They were going to try to make a move with the Supreme Court deeming him an illegitimate president based on that they felt he could be compromised by the Russians. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I know. Don't be bleak. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's see. There's the one that I want you to read that I can't find. And where is it? Okay. FBI releases heavily redacted Russian dossier document Comey used to brief Trump. That's not it. President Donald Trump gives shout out to Bill Crystal in the Weekly Standard after it collapses. They say, what do you say? Trump said, I'm not surprised he doesn't go to more funerals. All right. okay, where did you hear reported? Now, you may have heard it reported in other places, but where have you heard any of the reporting you heard this morning or the discussion we had this morning concerning Obamacare, Michael Cohen, the Russian collusion, witch hunt, Strzok's phone scrubbed after he was fired? Now, I want you to look at this because, and I want you to turn the tables and think, what if this had said, not Strzok, what if it said Ivanka's emails scrubbed before they could be reestablished and put on a government server? What if this morning Ivanka Trump's emails were scrubbed clean before they were put on a government server? And it was only uh-oh. And when they said, what happened? So, well, I went to my computer and it was black screen and said, would you like the factory reset my computer? And I said, yes. What if that was the case on anything? That all of Jared Kushner's communications were scrubbed. All of Donald Trump Jr.'s tweets have been deleted and scrubbed accidentally. Peter Strzok, remember, Strzok is the guy that does the 302s. Remember, Strzok is the guy in the room when Hillary baked cookies. Was it July 3rd, the day before 4th of July, that the FBI happened to stop by? Now, wait a minute. So the FBI stopped by Hillary Clinton's house with Peter Strzok. She made lemonade, served cookies. They did not place her under oath, right? And they told her they were just there to have a friendly conversation. And then when they walked out and left, anytime it was brought up that Hillary Clinton lied, or we found what happened on that day in the interview to be inconsistent with what evidence was coming out, it was said she wasn't placed under oath. But now they're saying, and this is the Secretary of State / former First Lady / former U.S. Senator / former First Lady of Arkansas. All the above, / no pun intended. Right? So they're making fun of Michael Flynn when he's told by who? McCabe, former Assistant Director of the FBI, which reported to Comey, had the same guy, Strzok, right? Same guy, Strzok, went to Hillary's, right? And he tells Flynn, you don't need an attorney. Just stop by this afternoon. And then all the media is going nuts and saying, you know, this is a general. This is a 3-star general. I think he's 3. I apologize, sir, if you're a 4. He's a 3-star general. This guy knows. He knows the ropes. He knows how it works. He knows what happens. He knows better to go in there and sit down. I don't know. It worked for Hillary. It worked like hell for Hillary to go in and sit down with Strzok. But Strzok's phones scrubbed after he was fired. Page's phone, Lisa Page, his girlfriend, they're having an affair, phone scrubbed and lost for an entire year before it was turned over. Mueller's special counsel team of 13 angry Democrats scrubbed Peter Strzok's phone and turned it over to the Office of the Inspector General. Investigators after Peter Strzok was fired for the special counsel. The IG, let me say, the IG has been asking for these phones for God knows how long from the FBI. The corruption, where is the corruption? Been asking for these phones for God knows how long, the Attorney General. Then the Attorney General comes and they turn them on and they say, everything's blank. I mean, you didn't even leave me a picture of you and your mother-in-law. Everything's blank. Oh, well, we did a factory reset before we sent them over. Folks, I'm not bleak. I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm none of that. I have not changed one bit of my optimistic view and how much I love this country and what I will do for this country. I have not changed one bit of how much I support Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has not wavered. I've not changed. But I come to you this morning knowing the battle. And I'm going to tell you right now, you need to get in sync with what the battle is because we're in it. I'm your host, BKP. Stay tuned for instant replay. The with Dave Garner. That's coming up. They got a lot going on, a lot happening in sports, a lot breaking. All right. And then I guess I'll be back tomorrow morning for the countdown, the weekly countdown. Take us out of here, Josh.